Gaz. Hello my friends, Dr. Mark here from Seniors Vitality Lab. Have you ever been on your afternoon walk, enjoying the fresh air, when suddenly your knees begin to ache, Gaz? Or perhaps your calves feel incredibly tight and exhausted after just a block or two? You might stop, sit on a park bench for a few minutes, and notice the discomfort vanishes almost immediately, Gaz. Because of this, you tell yourself you're just getting older, that your joints are worn out, and you assume that slow, stiff muscles are just a natural part of turning 60 or 70, Gaz. I need you to stop making that dangerous assumption right now. What if I told you that the pain you feel in your knees or the heaviness in your legs has absolutely nothing to do with old joints, Gaz? What if the mistake you are making every single day isn't how you step, but how you are interpreting what your body is trying to tell you? Today, Gaz, we are looking past surface descriptions to decode how your vascular and neurological systems actually communicate as you age. In this video, Gaz, we're going to uncover a simple walking mistake that thousands of seniors make. A mistake that doesn't just hurt your knees, Gaz, but serves as a profound warning that your internal highways are narrowing and your brain might be starving for oxygen. We translate complex clinical data into a simple, Gaz, actionable blueprint so you can protect your mobility, your heart, and your total independence. Before we reveal the hidden mechanism behind your walking stability, please do me a quick vital favor, Gaz. Hit the subscribe button right below this video and click the share button to send this link to your spouse or an old friend. At our stage of life, Gaz, looking out for each other by sharing real clinical science is how we stay strong together. The mistake, Gaz, misidentifying the hardware versus the software. The major mistake that thousands of seniors make every single day is assuming that if their legs or knees hurt, Gaz, the problem must be the legs themselves. It makes sense on the surface. You feel pain in the joint, so you buy expensive knee braces, take calcium supplements, Gaz, or look up leg strengthening exercises online. Months go by, you spend a lot of money, but the stumbling or the aching continues. Why? Because you are treating the wrong system entirely, Gaz. Your legs and knees are extraordinary mechanical structures, but they are just the hardware. And hardware, no matter how sophisticated, Gaz, cannot move properly without a computer command center telling it exactly what to do, when to do it, and how much force to apply. That command center is your brain, specifically, Gaz, a structure at the base of your skull called the cerebellum. Walking is not a simple, mechanically stable process. At a fundamental level, walking is actually a controlled fall, Gaz. Every time you take a step, you shift your weight forward, moving your center of mass ahead of your support. For a fraction of a second, you are literally falling forward with nothing underneath you, Gaz. In that precise window, your opposite leg must swing forward automatically to catch you before you hit the ground. Every step is a continuous sequence of a fall and a catch, Gaz. The timing of that catch is everything. If it is off by even a fraction of a millisecond, your gait becomes unstable. You might drift slightly sideways, or your knees might take a jagged, Gaz, uneven load that leads to chronic pain. This isn't a joint problem, it's a timing problem managed by your cerebellum. And here is the vital part. To manage this micro-timing, Gaz, your cerebellum requires an enormous amount of energy. While your brain is only 2% of your body weight, it consumes 20% of all the oxygen you breathe, Gaz. It is ruthlessly sensitive to any reduction in blood and oxygen delivery. When your brain is starving for oxygen, the first thing it sacrifices is that precise coordination, Gaz. You don't need a catastrophic blockage to feel this. A modest, chronic reduction in blood flow over years is enough to degrade your coordination and make your walk clumsy. 7-12, Gaz. The vascular highway. Why your knees are starving for fuel. To understand why your knees may be hurting, we have to look at the immense network of your circulatory system. Your arteries are not passive plastic tubes. They are dynamic muscular vessels lined with a microscopic layer of cells called the endothelium. In a healthy body, these walls are smooth and flexible. But as the years pass, factors like chronic inflammation and high cholesterol can create a sticky buildup called arterial plaque, a process known as atherosclerosis. When this restriction happens in the blood vessels outside of your heart, clinicians call it peripheral artery disease, PAD. Because your legs require the largest volume of blood flow during daily movement, they are the very first place this hidden restriction reveals itself. Clinicians refer to one of the most common signs as intermittent claudication. This is a classic medical description for muscle pain, cramping, or numbness that arrives on a schedule whenever you are active. Imagine walking through the supermarket, and after a predictable distance, your thighs or calves feel intensely heavy and painful. It feels as though your muscles are running out of fuel. This happens because when you are walking, the demand for oxygenated blood in your legs jumps by up to 400%. If the arterial highway is restricted by plaque, the blood cannot reach the tissue. Your muscles literally begin to starve for oxygen, the knee connection. Many seniors blame this discomfort on arthritis, but here is the distinguishing factor. Joint pain does not disappear completely after just 2 minutes of standing still. If your knee pain or leg ache vanishes the moment you sit down, it is likely a vascular warning signal, not a joint issue. When your leg muscles are starving for oxygen, they cannot properly stabilize your knee joint. This lack of muscular support causes the hardware of the knee to take more impact than it was designed for, leading to genuine joint damage over time. 12:16. The midnight warning. A symptom you cannot ignore. The signs of narrowing arteries often show up long before a medical crisis. But there is one midnight symptom that many seniors completely misunderstand. This is called ischemic rest pain. Imagine you go to bed feeling fine, but around 3 o'clock in the morning, you wake up with a deep, throbbing ache or a burning sensation in your toes or the arches of your feet. It isn't a sudden muscle cramp like a Charlie horse, but a relentless pain that makes you desperate for relief. You find yourself sliding your legs out of bed and sitting on the mattress with your feet dangling toward the cold floor. Within 10 to 15 minutes of dangling your legs, the pain begins to soften. Why? Because when you are lying flat, your heart loses the assistance of gravity to push blood down to your feet through those narrowed channels. When you dangle your legs, gravity physically pulls the blood through the restricted arteries, temporarily restoring oxygen to the starved nerves. Sitting up to stop leg pain is a monumental vascular red flag. It means the narrowing has reached a stage where your body can't even supply enough blood while you are at rest. If your legs are struggling this much, research suggests there is a very high probability that the arteries feeding your heart and brain are narrowing too. Your legs are acting as an early window into the condition of your entire cardiovascular system. 16. The postural debt. How your neck starves your brain. We've talked about the highway in your legs. But what about the highway to your brain's command center? This brings us to a concept I call accumulated postural debt. 2 major vessels, the vertebral arteries, are responsible for supplying blood to the back of your brain, where your balance center, the cerebellum, and visual cortex sit. Unlike other arteries, these travel directly through your neck vertebrae. This means the vital blood supply to your balance center is threaded through your bones. Jazz. If your head sits forward of your shoulders, a common posture from years of driving or computer use, it puts a massive compressive load on your neck. For every inch your head sits forward, jazz, the effective weight on your spine increases by 10 pounds. This mechanical stress can kink the vertebral arteries like a garden hose, jazz, quietly reducing the volume of oxygen reaching your cerebellum year after year. This leads to what patients describe as an unstable walk, jazz. You might find yourself drifting slightly sideways when walking across a flat parking lot, or reaching for a wall when you stand up too fast, jazz. You might also notice intermittent blurry vision or a feeling of visual static when you turn your head sharply. These aren't necessarily eye problems or old age, jazz. They are signs that your brain's processing centers are being under-resourced. 2024. The clinical blueprint. Restoring your independence. You do not have to accept a clumsy, painful decline as inevitable. Your body is incredibly capable of restoring its own balance and circulation if you give it the right physical input consistently. Jazz. Here is your clinical blueprint for action. The ankle brachial index. If you recognize these walking pains or midnight symptoms, ask your doctor for this simple, non-invasive test, jazz. It compares the blood pressure in your ankles to your arms to give a mathematical measurement of your arterial blood flow. The structured walking protocol, jazz. Do not stop walking because of mild discomfort. Walk until the leg discomfort begins, rest for 2 minutes until it clears, and then continue for a total of 30 minutes daily, jazz. This forces your body to grow new microvessels, a natural bypass around narrowed arteries, upper cervical release, to take the pressure off the arteries feeding your brain, jazz. Try a simple neck release. Place your hand flat against your collarbone and press down firmly. Slowly tilt your head toward the opposite shoulder and lift your chin, jazz. You will feel a deep stretch along the side of your neck. Hold for 20 seconds. Suboccipital decompression. Sit upright. Interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, jazz. And gently press your head backward into your hands while pulling your hands slightly forward. This creates a gentle traction effect at the precise junction where blood enters your skull, jazz. Train the cerebellum. Perform the fixed point turn. Stand facing a wall and lock your eyes on a point, like a light switch. Take 3 steps and perform a 360-degree turn, jazz, keeping your eyes locked on that point as long as possible. This forces your brain to coordinate vision and balance, building new neural pathways. A note on external information, jazz. While the sources focus on vascular and neurological mechanisms, it is important to remember that chronic joint issues can also benefit from direct physical therapy, jazz. Please consult with your healthcare provider to ensure these exercises are right for your specific condition. 24. End. Conclusion and blessing, my friends, jazz. Your mobility is the foundation of your independence, jazz. Your body is remarkably intelligent. It often whispers through these subtle walking changes and midnight aches before it screams with a medical crisis, jazz. If this video provided clarity and real value to your life, please smash the like button right now and subscribe to Seniors Vitality Lab. Leave a comment below with your age and let me know, jazz. Do you ever feel adrift when you walk? Or do your feet feel cold at night? I read every single comment to help build our future videos. Take care of your amazing body. Keep moving forward, jazz, and may God bless you and your family. I will see you in our next video.